the Secretary confirmed with me that the President was not pleased with the vote that I had taken on the motion to proceed, and I already knew that because I'd had a conversation with the President, and I'd seen the President's tweet, so everyone knew that he wasn't too pleased with that. But what I told the Secretary was that, you know, I don't disagree with the President in terms of the work that we need to do with the ACA. We have to reform the ACA because we agree that the status quo isn't acceptable. Where we disagree, where the President and I disagreed, was with the process and whether or not the Senate was ready to go to the floor. Because I didn't believe that we had a product that had sufficient votes. And I think we saw last night that that was in fact the case, but that was where our disagreement was. It's been hard for all of us to see Senator McCain with a really tough diagnosis. Brain cancer for anybody is a pretty tough diagnosis. And he came back, he's like, we got work to do, and we gotta hurry up because I gotta start my treatment on Monday, and let's get moving. He was just so matter of fact, no nonsense John McCain. It was good to spend a little time with him, and we sat and visited on the floor there for a while. And he reminded me, he says, Lisa, do what you know is right. Sometimes around here it's just hard to do the things that are right because politics gets in the way. And it reminded me of the old Ted Stevens phrase that he would use. He would say, to hell with politics, just do what's right for Alaska. And that was kind of the conversation that I had with John last night. So what I heard from Alaskans were stories like a fisherman who's telling me, look, you know, I make pretty decent money when the fishing is good. I've got coverage, but my premiums are so high and my out-of-pockets are so high, I don't even feel like I have insurance because it just doesn't work for me. And so you have that kind of an example, and then you have other Alaskans that are saying, I have never been able to have insurance before. I've never been able to cover it. But through the Affordable Care Act, I was able, because of my income level, I was able to get some support. And now I have coverage for the first time for me and my family. And so you've got two different people, or two different situations, both very concerned about what is going to happen. There was not a lot of transparency. We didn't move through a committee. It was a lot of discussions, but not discussions that were out in the public, not a lot of stakeholder engagement, not a lot of opportunity for individuals or you know, facilities like our providers to weigh in. What I heard repeatedly was, I'm worried, it seems like it's moving so fast and nobody really knows how this is going to impact me. Can you slow it down? I want to make very clear, I do not believe that Secretary Zinke was being threatening or intimidating. He made clear to me, and I absolutely believe him, that he was just delivering a message that the President was not happy with my vote. And as I said, I knew that he wasn't.
Okay.
The President and I had a very hard phone call.